welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Barrett. Get it out on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. On the run, it's Higgins. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Quarterback on the keeper. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So Washington's offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
They'll leave it with him. He's loose at the 15. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
Offside.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Barco.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense knows that they're going to have to go horizontal sideline to stop this offense. Nice job rallying to the running back who catches that swing pass out on the perimeter.
To the air, it's Barrett. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. They run the reverse. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got a chance. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Caught over the middle. It's Barco. Up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Wide receiver going in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Barco. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the running back has it. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's a touchdown, Huskies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want to win the football game. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the... Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Barrett. And they're not on the same page there. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Mayo. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch him, man, he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands. It's Shields. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Got out of trouble and throws. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on 4th down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, Keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Off the play fake on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looking for a man. It's Barrett. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops the throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Green. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Huskies come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted to stop the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Just about 30 seconds to go in the half. How aggressive do you want to be here? Dropping back, it's Barrett. Fires to the big fella. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. They were lucky to get him out of bounds. What a return as he almost took it for the touchdown. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. It's a seam wide open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Motion from the wideout. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking left. Complete on the comeback. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Power football with the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Looking for room, it's Mayo. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Fires to the big fella. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. You better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Back to throw, it's Barrett. Got it in the middle, it's Kane.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. This time, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He wants to throw it again. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. There he goes! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hill. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Washington right back to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to swing it on second down. He's open on the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grab near the sticks. It's Shields. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Washington! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Looking to pass, it's Barrett. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll start this drive going to the air, using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barco. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Husky! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Trucks through the defender. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that one's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Back to pass, it's Barrett. It's complete on the right side. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. They just keep firing. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Illinois lining up quickly.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.